Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Mary and I give you guys an extra warm welcome. I would love it if you stayed for a while, grabbed a snack and click the subscribe button. I am on the journey of hopefully reaching 1,000 subscribers before the end of 2021 and you can help me out by clicking the subscribe button. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate you guys more than you know. So for today's video, as you can tell by the title, we are testing out what's new at Ulta, but drugstore edition. I got the new e.l.f. Putty Bronzer, this Catrice True Skin Concealer. It said it was new on there. I don't know if it is. If you guys know, let me know down below. The Tinted Hydrator by Wet n Wild. This isn't new, but I have heard a good amount of influencers rave about this, and I really want to see what it's about. The new NYX powder, which I'm hoping it might be a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury, at least a drugstore dupe. And the new travel collection by BH Cosmetics. So if you want to see what I think about these drugstore items, then just go ahead and keep on watching. All right, I did bring you in a little bit closer since we are going to start off with the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator. I already went ahead and swatched it on the back of my hand. I just wanted to see the consistency of it so I knew what kind of primer to use with it. And this is $5.99 at Ulta. I don't know if you can grab it at like the pharmacies or like the drugstores, CVS, Walgreens. I didn't really check. Usually my grocery store is like the closest I go to on a like weekly basis that's considered drugstore, and they didn't have it, so I did order this online from Ulta. But I did get it in the shade medium tan. The one before this actually looked a little bit light, so I'm hoping that this works for me. There it is. I have been getting a good amount of sun. I have been working out outside like I have mentioned, so hopefully this works. Like I am tanning just a tiny bit. I'm using my Morphe M439 and I like to start off small. I like to build up. I don't like to add too much product right from the beginning. Okay, I think this shade is gonna work. This is what it looks like. It definitely is a pretty hydrating product. It feels great on the skin. So far, I'm really loving it. I do feel like I picked a pretty decent shade. So yeah, all right, let's go ahead and move on to the concealer. All right, for the concealer, this is the True Skin High Cover Concealer by Essence. And this is $3.99 at Ulta. I believe it's on sale right now for $2.99. And I got it in 10 Cool Cashmere. I don't know if you can see that, the lettering's pretty small. When I went onto the Ulta website, I usually go and click to what's new, and this came up as being a new product. I don't know if it is. I don't know how long it's been out, but maybe it's new to Ulta. Maybe they just received it. I'll show you a swatch of the product. Hopefully I didn't get too light of a shade. I hope it works well. I don't like too bright of an under eye. Oh, I think it might be okay. Feels great. I am on the mission of finding a favorite drugstore concealer. So far right now, all of my favorites are like high-end concealers, and I would love to find one that is a drugstore, like super affordable one. So hopefully this is it. Okay, it feels like it's lightweight. I don't like super heavy, cakey concealers. Yeah, it's definitely a lightweight concealer, and it actually feels pretty light and hydrating under the eyes. Pro tip, if you let your concealer sit for like 30 seconds to a minute, it will give you more coverage than if you just go right in with your brush. By the way, this is a Soraya 860. It's like a brush that I got a really long time ago from Amazon. All right, guys, this is what the under eyes are looking like. I hope you can see that they look pretty hydrated. The concealer is not drying at all. It actually feels pretty amazing, and it reminds me of my Kylie concealer like a lot. So I'm hoping that is a good sign. It is pretty late in the day, so I'm not going to be able to do a wear test today, but I'm hoping tomorrow while I'm editing this, I can just go ahead and slap the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator and the Essence Concealer and just kind of test it out and let you guys know how the wear test is. All right, guys, it is just before 8 o'clock, so this is a 7-hour wear test. And it pretty much looks almost as good as when I first put it on, especially the concealer. I don't know if you can tell. Out of both of the products, the concealer is what has surprised me the most. As of now, this wear test today, I actually like this concealer better than my KKW or my Kylie Cosmetics. I know, crazy. That's my child. Yeah, so wow. This is a great drugstore tinted moisturizer, even though it's called a tinted hydrator, and a great drugstore concealer. I am impressed. For those of you wondering, and I'll go ahead and write down below references for other foundations and my skin type and all that. I am a normal skin type with an oily T-zone, but pretty normal. Usually during the summer is when it gets super oily. And my preference is a natural finish, so light to medium coverage foundations are usually what I prefer. Well, that ends this little wear test. Overall, super impressed with both products. Also, the NYX powder I feel is amazing, so I am so excited that I finally have some drugstore faves that I can share with you guys and I can keep wearing. And yeah, all right, let's go back to Mary in the studio. So far, both of these first impressions are a hit. Okay, let's move on to the next thing. All right, guys, the next item, I am keeping you close because it's also an under eye product. It is the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop Mattifying Powder. It's a decent size. This runs for $8 at Ulta. I ordered this directly from the NYX website because it was not available when it launched at Ulta, but I literally just got this today and I ordered it on the 21st. So that is 8 days to get to me. I should have just ordered it from Ulta when it was available at Ulta. I don't even know how many days after it launched. But yeah, it took forever to get to me. And it's also kind of hard to open this thing. It reminds me of the Pat McGrath blushes. Okay, there we go. Super cute little embossed heart. I hope you can see it. There it is. It's so cute. I did end up getting in the shade Fair, and it looks like there is 12 shades available, at least at Ulta. I haven't checked how many are available at NYX website. I'll post it down here if it's different. I did already swatch this. Here, I'll show you a swatch. And it actually feels and looks very light on the skin. Can you see that? So I'm hoping it is going to be a pretty close dupe to the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Powder, which I love for under my eyes. All right, I am going in with a Soft Blend 5.0 by Sigma and picking up light amount. And I'm going to use this to set under my eyes. I know this product is mostly meant for like all over the face, but I prefer translucent powders all over the face, and that is because I don't like adding more coverage to my foundations. So that's why I'm only using this under my eyes, which is what I use the Charlotte Tilbury for, is for under my eyes. I don't use it for anywhere else because I don't want to add more coverage. But so far it's looking really good. It's looking, can you see? It's definitely blurring under my eyes, I feel like. What do you guys think? So far, so good. Like I said, it's very lightweight. When I swatched it, it felt very nice and soft, almost like a satin. So I am definitely impressed so far. First impressions. I am really digging this. Okay, let's move on to the next thing. All right, guys, the next item is the e.l.f. Putty Primer, and this you can also get at Ulta. It is $. I did forget to mention the NYX powder is actually completely sold out on the Ulta website. So if you want to try it, you will probably have to either go in person to a drugstore like Target or somewhere and see if they have it, pretty much hunt it down, or order it directly from the NYX website. Okay, so for the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer, it's still available. None of the shades are sold out. It looks like there are 5 options in the Ulta website. I ended up going with tan lines, and now that I'm looking at it and I've actually been seeing a couple of swatches online, I'm thinking I maybe should have gone 1 shade darker, but we'll see. It might just work. Since it's a component like this, I think I'm going to go in with my spatula just in case I ever want to use this on any of the clients that I do makeup on. I don't put any of my germs on here. All the other like bronzers, they're mostly powder, and like the cream bronzers that I dip my brush into, those are my personal bronzers and I don't use those on clients, but this one I might. So I am going to use my little spatula and I'm going to dig some out. I'm going to put it on my handy little, just like Tati. Aren't you guys just so glad that she's back? All right, I am going to go in with a Sigma Contour Blush F53, and I'm just going to mix it. It seems like it's fairly easy to blend, but we shall see. Hopefully, like I said, is dark enough. It looks like it is actually, and it's blending beautifully. I did already contour. I think I said that, but just in case I did not. It is a pretty shade. If I get any darker this summer, I'm gonna have to grab a darker shade. All right, guys, so here is what the bronzer looks like. I definitely feel like I could build it up just a tiny bit. The texture of it is actually pretty nice. Like once you use the warmth of your skin, fingers, it actually melts down to a beautiful, like creamy texture, and it doesn't feel super tacky, which is nice. I do feel like it has a good glow. I do have to set my face. I cannot leave it like this. You guys already know, if you've been here for a while, that I have to set my face. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And we have one more new thing to test out, which is an eyeshadow palette, and we'll get into that. All right, guys, it looks like most of this video is going to be a close-up of my face. I hope you guys don't mind. Okay, I already went ahead and primed my eyes. You guys already know I used my Mario primer for the eyeshadow palette. Today we are going to dig into a palette from the travel series from BH Cosmetics. They've been doing this for a little while now. The last one that I personally purchased was the Hawaii one. I think that was like 2 years ago. And that was the last one that I purchased, and I actually decluttered that. I want to say a year, maybe a year and a half ago. But for this collection, they came out with this Puerto Rico one, and this one's like a warm tone one. See how it has lots of beautiful warm tone colors. And this Paris one, which has cool tones in it. This shade is so crumbly. In the swatches, you could tell how crumbly, like I literally dug my finger almost all the way down to the pan. It's crazy. So, like I said in my last video, that this video, there will be a giveaway. And as you can see, the Puerto Rico palette still has the plastic covering on it. This is also going to be included in the giveaway along with the Candy Skies lip glosses. Stay tuned to the end to see how you can enter this small little giveaway. Today I'll be using the Paris one since it's a cool tone palette and I tend to gravitate towards warm tones. I'm a warm tone kind of gal. I decided that I was going to keep the cool tone one just so I can get out of my comfort zone. This is what we're going to use today. This is available at Ulta as well. I ordered them personally from BH Cosmetics, but they are available now at Ulta and they are $17 each. They came out with these two palettes and then a bronzer palette. But the one thing I dislike about bronzer palettes is that I can't use every shade, so I decided to skip on the bronzer palette. Let's go ahead and test this bad boy out and see if it's any good. I will probably speed through this process and then give you my thoughts at the end, just because I don't want this video to be super long. All right, first shade, this one right here, which is Notre Dame. It's been a while since I've practiced French. I'm using an M441 transition shade. Okay, there's that shade. I feel like you can barely see it. Now we're going to go into this beautiful, almost like a lilac purple. Sacre Coeur is my guess. How you pronounce that? I don't know. I do know that the French like really emphasize their R's, like almost like they're spitting. I'm using a fluffy ochre brush and I'm going to use this on the crease. Okay, the next shade we're dipping into is that like navy blue in the palette. This one right here. I think it's pronounced Matra, I think. I'm using a Sigma E35 and I'm going to concentrate this on the outer corner. And I am going to bring it up to the crease a tiny bit. I am lightly dipping into it since it is a dark shade. I want to build up the color and not start off dark right off the bat. Okay, so far this eye look is looking beautiful. The eyeshadows are actually blending and stacking up on top of each other pretty well. I'm pretty impressed. I definitely feel that since the last eyeshadow palette I tried from them, from BH Cosmetics, the Hawaii one, that they have improved a lot on their formula. So I'm very happy about that. Now I am going to go into Musée d'Orsay. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. If you are French and you are listening to me butcher these words, I am sorry. Musée d'Orsay, I think. This one right here. I think it's a black. It didn't swatch too pigmented. But we are going to use it to kind of darken up the outer corner just a tiny bit. I'm using an E42 and it's just a small little precision brush. I'm dipping in lightly even though it's not too pigmented because I want to make sure that I'm building the pigment up. Okay, so this is apparently going to be a smoky eye. Okay, now the lid shade, I'm going to Louvre. This pretty, it looks white, but I feel like it does have a purple shift to it. I'm going to use my finger. Oh, it's gonna be gorgeous. Oh yeah, you see that? Oh my goodness. Okay, and I actually do want a transition between this shimmer and the dark outer corner. That way it just doesn't look like a straight just line. Like I want it to kind of transition smoothly. I think I'm gonna go into that shade that is like very crumbly. Versailles? Versailles? I don't know. As an English speaking person, I would pronounce it Versailles. I don't know. Okay, so hopefully this works out. It does look kind of dark, so yeah, hopefully we make it work. I did not know we were going to go this smoky, guys. Oh, that's a gorgeous shade. Oh my goodness. All right, guys, here is a close-up of the eye look. I did forget eyeliner. So let's just pretend I have a nude or white eyeliner on. How about that? But here it is. All right, guys, and that is it. I did go pretty natural with the lashes. They're like just some wispy Ardell lashes. So why don't we go ahead and talk real quick about the new things that I did try and what I think about them. Okay, so the first thing is the Tinted Hydrator by Wet n Wild. I am really loving this. I do feel that it oxidized just a tiny bit. So it's a tiny bit too dark for me, but it's okay. I think I can make this work. The concealer, I am really enjoying this. I feel like my under eyes are still looking pretty good. Yeah, they are still looking pretty good. So I am pretty happy about this concealer. It is definitely hydrating like it says on here. So I will definitely give it that. The NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop Matte Powder. Like I said, this feels very light. So far, I'm really loving the way my under eyes look. They definitely feel blurring, and see how it's like very lightweight. Like it's so soft to the touch. I wish I would have remembered to bring up my Charlotte Tilbury so that I can compare swatches, but I forgot. The e.l.f. Putty Bronzer, I am really impressed by this. I feel that it blended beautifully. I had no issues, no patchiness. I am very much enjoying this, and I will keep using this and let you guys know if I keep loving it. And last but not least, the Paris Eyeshadow Palette by BH Cosmetics. Beautiful palette. The shimmers in this palette, oh my gosh, amazing. I definitely feel, like I said while I was doing my eye look, that the formula has improved so much since the last time I tried a BH Cosmetics palette. I had absolutely no fallout until I started putting the shimmers on my face, which to me that usually indicates that it's a pretty good shimmer. So I would definitely suggest that you do your eyes first and then your face when using this eyeshadow palette, and I for sure recommend this. I think 100 out of 100 today. I liked everything. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. I definitely feel that a couple of these are going to be my holy grails drugstore edition. So I'm pretty excited about that. All right, guys, so now for the giveaway. The 2 lip glosses from the Laura Lee Los Angeles Candy Skies collection are included in this giveaway. Also, the Puerto Rico eyeshadow palette by BH Cosmetics from the Travel series. It's a super beautiful warm tone palette. As you can see, it still has the plastic on there. Okay, so what do you have to do to enter this giveaway? Number 1, you have to subscribe to my channel. Number 2, you have to like this video. Number 3, you have to head over to my makeup Instagram and follow me there. And number 4, you have to make sure and come back to the video, comment, let me know that you are following me on Instagram. Make sure to include your Instagram handle. That way I can find you. And why don't you go ahead and let me know what your favorite color is as well. This giveaway is only 18 and over, and unfortunately it is only going to be US. It costs so much to ship overseas. I'm still a pretty small channel, you know, so like spending, you know, $40–50 to ship something overseas is kind of a lot of money. I don't even know if that's how much it costs, but that would be my ballpark guess of how much it would cost to ship overseas. Yeah, so US only 18 and over. So good luck to everybody who enters the giveaway. I'd say you're getting some pretty great items. I'm definitely jealous because I wanted to keep this eyeshadow palette. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for being here. I hope you loved this video, and I hope you enjoyed the fact that I included all drugstore makeup. I really wanted to do a video with drugstore makeup because the drugstore makeup industry has been killing it lately. Okay, well, I would love it if you gave this video a big old thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it, and you would definitely help me out in the algorithm and hopefully bringing some new and fresh eyes to my channel. And if you haven't done so already, I would love it if you joined my small YouTube family by clicking the subscribe button. Also, don't forget to follow the rules for the giveaway. I am on the journey of hopefully reaching 1,000 subscribers before the end of 2021, and you guys can help me out by clicking the subscribe button. As soon as I hit 500 subscribers, I will definitely be doing another giveaway, and it will be a bigger giveaway. Yeah, so click the subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, guys, I will see you on the next video. Bye.